Hi, I'm Mr. Frog. For a while now, I've been heavily interested in the Ultimate Iron Man game mode. With this in mind, I wanted to set myself a new challenge. Using standard UIM rules, I want to acquire one of the coolest pets in the game, the Amulet. But there's a catch. In addition to these rules, I will also not be allowed to leave the island of Zeah. This means I will have to obtain all of my gear, stats, and supplies in the local areas. Can it be done? Welcome to Overzealous. Hello and welcome back to episode 22 of Overzealous. If we can get a few more hits here, we should be able to hit ourselves the next level up, which is quite a big level up in ranged. However, we actually have to hit the dragon, and we still need 66 more XP, so we'll still be waiting on this. There we go, that is 70 range, finally acquired, and this now unlocks Black Dragonhide. Unfortunately, we don't actually have the items of Black Dragonhide to equip, but when we do get them, we will be able to wear them. And still, 70 range is a really nice unlock for this account. It does look amazing on the skills. It is our highest combat stat as well, and it's really going to help for killing some more red dragons. So, we're going to be camping here until we've finished up with the rest of the thread, and then we'll be moving on to probably doing some banshees for the herbs. Okay, so I actually think this is going to be the last dragon we're killing here, because we only have one thread left, and we should be using it up with this inventory. Let's grab the rest of these supplies, and we'll quickly go ahead and use these dragon hides, see how many we can get done with just one thread. Probably not that many, but we are going to tan them and craft van braces. Where am I going? I thought I was going to just crawl through there for a moment. And there goes the thread. Okay, so we've still got another 4 red D-levers. We'll probably go up and get ourselves some more thread before we carry on. But let's use up these bones. We'll finish off our prayer, nearly level 50. We will be coming back here in the future. But for now, I'm going to be heading over to banshees, as that will provide me a lot more herbs, which is really useful because we need the 50 Herblore for a Kingdom Divided. So just selling off the red D-eyed van braces, we bought some more thread and finished them off. We're going to be dropping them now. Just wanted to quickly mention, if you are enjoying the series and you haven't subscribed yet, please be sure to do so. Also, if you check out my channel on Saturdays, I will be streaming either this account or my other account, Solus Renee, and that will be on both Twitch and YouTube. I will be displaying my Twitch link on the screen if you'd like to follow me on Twitch. That would be great. If not, you can watch the series on YouTube as well, so I hope to see you all there. So, before we head back to Banshees, you guys know that I'm going to need to go and get my earmuffs back, so that is where we are heading now. We are going to run over to Konar and rebuy our earmuffs, so we can go ahead and kill a whole load of Banshees. Earmuffs reobtained. So, just killing off some Banshees, and we got ourselves a Dark Totem top. We did also get ourselves the Dark Totem middle. I don't think I recorded that one, but that does allow us to make our second totem. There we go. Now we have 2 totems to kill Skatizo. So, I just logged in, ready to farm my herbs, and it occurred to me, I don't have 44 farming. So, guess who is going to have to go ahead and do some Tithe Farm? That's right. I'm going to have to go ahead and do Tithe Farm without Graceful. And that is going to absolutely suck, but it needs to be done. I need to hit 44 farming so I can grow Irrits, and that is a lot of Herblore XP that's stacked up in these. Obviously, I will need 45 Herblore to make super attack potions, but as you guys know, I can access botanical pies, so I'll probably start doing that around 41, and that is a lot of Herblore XP waiting, hence exactly why I need to go ahead and get this farming level. So, first things first, we need to grab ourselves some watering cans, as we do not have the Coca-Cola's can, so we're going to be using a lot of these. I'm going to buy about 8, I think that should do. We'll go and fill them up, and then we'll head over to Tithe. So, I have no idea how good or bad this is going to be. I'd like to work on your farm, because I don't have Graceful, so I'm probably going to run out of energy, which is really going to suck, but at least I don't have 1 agility, like I would have if they didn't release the Shasian courses. Or maybe I'd have trained with mice a little bit, but that's not a big deal. At least I do have 54 agility, so my energy will be a little bit better. But honestly, it's more about not having Graceful, and I'm concerned that I'm going to run out of energy pretty often. We're going to have to hot worlds because this one's taken. But we'll find a quick world and we'll get started on some Tithe. Okay, found ourselves an empty world. I have no idea how many of these I'm going to do at once. I'm going to try and do 20 every time and see how that goes. And if my energy starts dropping, I'll have to reduce it. But we only need to do this till 44 farming anyway, so it's not major. Let's get started. Would be helpful if I actually had a seed dibber on me. And completely forgot a spade as well. Okay, now we have the space, we have all the items that he wants, we have the spade and the seed dibber and the seeds. Let's finally get some tithe done. So, on the run that I just did, I managed to lose one, and I'm entirely blaming this to the clan chat, because I was too involved in their conversation that I forgot to water the plant, and it died. So, we're actually on 79, we've still got 20 left, we'll get 99 at the end of this if it goes perfectly, but these are the people that are responsible. Yeah, pretty much those three. Okay, so that is going to be our first entire run completed. We finished up with 99 because of the one that I failed, obviously. And we're going to hand these in and see how many levels we can get from just this inventory. 37 to 40. I think it's pretty nice. 3 levels. We should be quite close to 41 as well. I think we might only have to do like 3 rounds of this maybe to get 44. Maybe a 4th. And we'll find out pretty soon once I get on with doing some more of this. So in regards to energy, after doing a full run, I'm now at about 40% energy, so I will gradually run out. I'm trying to walk between rounds when I'm refilling my cans and stuff, so that way I can still do the 20 per. I just have to take a few seconds break between each run, but it is a little bit annoying. It will get a lot better once I get a Coda's can, and maybe if I get some more agility levels. I think if I'm maybe 80 agility or above, obviously this is probably quite unrealistic, I don't think I'm ever going to get 80 agility, but if I was that level, I don't think I'd actually run out of energy at all. So, Cal wants to give me a bond, but my invent's full, and I don't actually know what happens if I do this. I can't take the bond, because my invent is full. And now you're going to see this in the video and understand why I didn't accept it, even though I just told you. You drop an item so you can give it to me. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Cal. I do always appreciate it. This is going to go straight into the pouch, though, because I only tend to use them as and when I need them. Let's open this up and add this one to the pouch. Thank you very much. Okay, inventory number 2. This one was a perfect run. We got 100 fruits, so let's put this in and see how many levels we can get from this one. All the way to 42. So we should only need to do one more run, and we'll get ourselves to 44 farming, and finally be able to leave here. Okay, so finishing up what should be our last one. That is 100 more fruit. We should be able to hand this in and get ourselves 44. Hopefully, hand it in. And there is 44 farming. We can now plant irits. Should tell us here. There we go. We can now grow Irit leaf, which means we can use our Irit seeds. We've got 3.3k into the next level. There we go. We've got 19 seeds we can use, and now we can finally leave Tithe. So just as we left Tithe Farm, we got ourselves a quiz random. So we went ahead and did it, and we got the book here. Let's go ahead and put this onto Slayer and actually unlock ourselves 24 Slayer. That doesn't give us anything, but it's another Slayer level. Okay, so now that we have 44 farming, we can go ahead and farm our first Irit seed. This is actually the Ranars that I planted before, but I wanted to wait until I got the level to harvest it so that I wouldn't have to basically rake the weeds, because I hate weeds and I'm just really lazy. I probably eventually will get the weed remover thing from Tithe, but until then, this is how it's going to be. I'm going to quickly note up these. Got quite a few Ranars from this patch, actually. It's really nice. Right, so we should be able to plant our Irit seed in a moment. There we go, and that is our first Irit seed planted. So I've been talking with the stream, and we've decided it'll be fun for content to attempt Skatizo. Now, before I can do that, I'm going to need to acquire myself some equipment, and the first piece of that is to head over and try and kill some brutal blue dragons. This is so that I can get a blue dragonhide body and legs, as I can't currently make red dragonhide. Once that's acquired, we'll move on to find a few more items, such as the Rune Crossbow, and try and get our hands on some diamond bolts. But with all that said, let's go and attempt it. So a few of these following clips are going to have voiceovers. They were taken from the stream and I just wasn't able to give a decent commentary while streaming. But for the food that we wanted to use for blue dragons, we went for lobsters. And the major reason for this is because they heal the same as cakes and yet only require 1 tick of eating. Something that would really hinder me when I come to killing blue dragons. But as you'll shortly see, we ended up using cakes anyway because it was far easier to restock on, and it didn't make too much of a difference. That's it? Yes! The blue dragon is defeated. We need to kill 2 more unless he drops blue DI body. He did not drop blue DI body. After killing the first blue dragon, we headed over to the Forfos dungeon so that we could tan up the hides. And now we can tan these 2 blue D hides. Oh, and craft them together to make ourselves some blue D-hide legs. New unlock. And that is a risky kill number 2. There we go. That's another blue dragon defeated. No blue Dragonhide body though, which means we're going to have to kill one more to finish off with the blue Dragonhide body. And there we have our third blue dragon completed. We can take the blue D-hide and we can finally get ourselves the blue D-hide body. And we are going to die to this dragon while trying to pick up the stuff. Ow! So if we tan these hides and then completely forget to go and get a needle and thread, we can't make ourselves a Dragonhide body. And there we go. We've got ourselves a blue D-eyed body, blue D-eyed chaps, red D-eyed vams. Nice range setup. So after this, we went ahead and used up some of the Herblore supplies that are in the inventory, trying to make some more inventory space, and then headed down to Puro. The main goal here was just to collect up some noted gold bars. We then went and made ourselves mithril limbs, as well as some mithril bolt tips. We got ourselves all the supplies together, and made ourselves a mithril crossbow. At this point, all I needed was the emeralds to make the emerald bolt tips, so I went to the gem store in the centre of Kourend and started thieving the store. Took us a while to get the final emerald, but eventually... Finally! We got our emerald! We can finally make the last of our bolt tips. That only took about 20 minutes to do, which it really shouldn't have. We could also add the tips to the bolts and make ourselves some unenchanted emerald bolts, and thanks to the 4 cosmic runes we got from a random essence impling, we can also enchant them. To enchant emerald bolts, you actually need nature runes as well as cosmic runes and air runes, and that seemed to be a problem. I started ranging undead druids to see if I could get some nature runes, but I did not have much luck there. Next, I was persuaded to give necromancers a try. This did not go very well. To efficiently kill necromancers, I actually had to wait for 10 minutes just outside their range, so that they go unaggressive, and I can actually attack the necromancer without everything else piling me. After a long while of standing there flicking protect from magic... Nature runes! We finally got the nature runes. This has taken forever. But we now have all the runes we need. We can finally enchant these bolts. Let's go ahead and do enchant crossbow bolts and use it on that. And there we go. We've got 30 emerald bolts E. Hopefully we don't need more than this, because I really don't want to go ahead and get myself more nature runes. So the way this is going to work is I'm basically going to be killing steel dragons, and obviously I don't have anti-fire, so I am effectively just going to be accidentally running into... Wait, why can't I run over there? There we go. I'm effectively going to be tagging them with poison and then recoiling them to death by tick eating. It's the only way I can think of doing this. It's not going to be very efficient, but we're going to give it a go. Alright, let's do this. Like I said, I can take the first hit, but after that I've got to eat. Oh, failed it straight away. I should have clicked the food first. I knew that was going to happen because of my lag. So unfortunately we didn't manage to get the poison with any of the 30 bolts that I used, so we never actually managed to get the steel dragon kill. So that went poorly. I feel like next time I'm definitely going to prepare way better than that. Nonetheless, let's carry on with some normal stuff. At this point I decided to admit defeat and understand that I was never going to get the stuff that I wanted to kill Skotizo within this live stream, nor was it going to be very efficient for me to do it off stream anyway. So we basically just decided to chill for the rest of the stream at Undead Druids, just training some range and basically AFKing there, and dying again and again and again. So here we are next day. Finished off with the stream last night. We basically just chilled at Undead Druids for the rest of the stream. Been camping these for a while, and the main reason for that is because the range XP is actually surprisingly good here. Considering I have an altar and I can keep Eagle Eye on pretty much all the time, it increases my range XP massively, and also these guys have a really good drop table. Not only do they drop me loads of nature runes, but they do still drop herbs and seeds, which are really going to help me for Herblore. Mainly the limpwort seeds, as I would have had to go out of my way to get limpworts for the Taramens, but as they drop limpwort seeds, this covers that problem nicely. They also have the ability to drop grubby keys along with everything else in this dungeon, which is really nice because I can sometimes get ranging potions which can speed up XP rates and just generally speed up kills. The only problem with this area though is that if I stop paying attention for a short space of time, I can end up dying, and that happened quite a few times on stream. and that is also why my inventory is a complete mess. I've died here quite a few times. Regardless though, I will be streaming every Saturday and Sunday from 4 PM UTC onwards. The Saturday streams will probably be Overzealous, they might be solos depending on what the stream have decided, and on Sundays I will be doing my normal Sunday streams, which I'd love to see more of you there. It's a very fun time. We play on another account, a completely separate account that is only played on Sundays, and the goal is to get a quest cape while you guys distract me. It's a lot of fun, and I will be streaming that later on today. Obviously it's a Sunday now for me. So yeah, I'd like to see plenty more of you there, submitting your tasks. It's always fun to see some of the creativity that you guys have when we do those streams. Nevertheless, I am going to camp these Undead Druids for quite a while longer, try and get a whole bunch more herbs from them. We do actually have quite a lot of herbs stacked up. I am farming the Irit Seeds in the meantime, which is going to give me a lot of XP once I hit 41 and can boost to make super attack potions, which we shouldn't be too far off because we're actually only 953 away from 39. And yeah, pretty much just grinding out for Herblore here. And the best part about this is the range XP. We are now at 73 ranged, and the higher range we can get, the easier it's going to be to complete a Kingdom Divided, which I am also planning to do this coming Saturday, which unfortunately, if you guys want to watch live, will probably have already been completed, because I'm planning to do it this coming Saturday, and well, this episode, the episode for this week is already recorded, so you guys won't know about it until next week. I apologise. But if you tune into the streams, you won't miss stuff like this in the future. I'm going to be putting a post out for it anyway, so you guys should know regardless. But yeah, let's carry on killing druids and see what we can manage to get from them. So, we have been working on Undead Druids for the past couple of days now. Been stacking up some herbs, and yes, the inventory is completely messed up because I kept dying, and in the end I just really couldn't be bothered to sort it out anymore. But we are at the point where I want to try and use up most of these herbs and try and see how many Herblore levels we can get. I wanted to do a Kingdom Divided today. I'm not sure how well that's going to go because I don't actually think I have enough seeds to get the level, or herbs to get the level, sorry. I'm just thinking about farming, that's why I said seeds. But we are going to quickly plant these seeds. We've got Irit Seeds and Ranar Seeds, although because I'm not planning to use the Ranars just yet, I'm going to prioritise growing the Irits, because we have 169 of them. That's like 16.9k. Honestly, don't think I'm going to have anywhere near enough XP, which is unfortunate, but I'm probably going to head to Banshees if I don't, because they are slightly faster herbs. The Undead Druids are really good. I just planted a Ranar Seed, even though I said I wasn't going to. Oh well, just habits, I guess. Even though I said the Undead Druids were really good for drops, they are slightly less efficient for herbs, so if I'm primarily just wanting to get herbs, I think Banshees are definitely the best bet. So, I did some maths, and it turns out that I am nowhere near enough herbs to get 50 Herblore. I thought I'd be a little bit closer than I am. I'm about 30 to 40k XP off in terms of herbs. I basically need twice as much as I've got, so I am going to be spending a lot of time at Banshees, but I am going to end off this episode here. Hopefully in the next episode we will get a Kingdom Divided done. It all depends on how lucky I get with herbs, but you guys will see in the next episode. As always guys, thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for some more content. With all that said though guys, I will see you again next week.